Hi friends, this is Laura with Potpourri of Life. I hope you're having a gorgeous morning. It's almost noon time here and the weather is phenomenal. I came out earlier and I started harvesting some herbs and a few other, I think I had some white eggplant that I brought in and some cucumbers. But in addition, it was just, the herbs are just blossoming. They're just going crazy. So I have some sage, I have some basil, I have some oregano, and I have some thyme. Here's some of the thyme I've got. And I wanted to show you because I talk about making a herbal thyme and oregano tea every morning. This is about the amount of that I will use. Yeah, let's put it over here. That's about, yeah, it's about 3 inches, a sprig of each. And I put that into some water and I steep it for 12-15 minutes. And I enjoy it just like that. Other people may not like it that way. Although I have about maybe, I don't know, maybe 6 times as much as this at the time. So I just cut it right back and I have more growth coming. And that's the benefit of cutting your herbs back. It brings more. But if you dehydrate it, then you have it throughout the year and you don't have to worry about purchasing it in the store. More so if you are one that uses it in herbal teas and stuff or in cooking a lot. So I already harvested, I think, all my beans, but I'm going to just let the plants go because there's some smaller beans coming along. So maybe I'll have another harvest of it, but not enough to can beans. So it looks like I'm going to have to do another batch, try to grow some more, as well as the peas. I learned some stuff, so I'm going to take that as a good thing. Brought in some eggplant, the white eggplant that I really like. I'm dehydrating that now because my husband said, could you dehydrate it? Because sometimes we don't want to have the same vegetable over and over again. And so that's what I did, and I brought in some flowers that needed to be dehydrated, like the bee balm. I have some daisies. Some I use in herbs, and sometimes I use it in a potpourri with some other, like cinnamon and all that, just to kind of have a nice aroma. And they look pretty when you have the golden colors. Come fall, it'll be perfect. One of the things I wanted to share with you is I have some zucchini, and this was some that was gifted to me. So far my zucchini's not coming up, although my I do have some squash. I have one acorn squash coming along. I have some butternut, that little baby butternuts, and they're so adorable. So those are coming along. I don't know how many I'll get, but you know, what I get is what I get. And so I'm kind of excited about that. But since I was gifted with some zucchini, not a lot, and I was going to do some zucchini relish, but I checked on my shelves. I have a couple of jars downstairs, so I might do some, but I wanted to try something new. A couple of years ago, I made some zucchini chips. I dehydrated some zucchini, but what I was told to do is to put some oil and salt on, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all for chips. I do have them still that I can rehydrate. They dried out really good, but I didn't like them. So what I did, I said last night, I said, okay, I have some, I don't want them to go bad. So I took some out and I dehydrated them with no salt, no olive oil, no nothing. And I got some beautiful chips. A nice little crunch. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Oops. And there's a little bit of a crunch there. And I like it. It has a zucchini flavor, but it tastes like potato chips. And so I'll be making more of those. Not only for rehydrating for cooking, but also for a snack when I'm kind of like craving something that I can't have. And if I dehydrate enough, when I crave something that a little bit more than just something that I might eat for lunch in the middle of the day, I've got zucchini chips. So I'm really pleased with that. All I did was I sliced it up, and it was like a 2-inch circumference, maybe 6 to 8 inches long. Each one filled one of my round trays. And I let it go overnight. They were dry in the morning. Perfect. So will I do it again? Absolutely. I will also use my zucchini for regular stir fries or putting in foods and stuff, I will also dehydrate into bite-sized pieces, like in chunks, so I can throw those into soups and stew. The reason I like to dehydrate, it saves on space. And, you know, you just throw it in. It's really easy. It doesn't go bad if you dehydrate appropriately. Now, I don't have one of those freeze dryers, but with my herbs, even if I had a freeze dryer, I would not freeze dry my herbs. Would I on the zucchini chips? Absolutely. But you know, one thing at a time. So I want to just, right now my dehydrators I'm watching because I may have to replace those, and since I grow lots of herbs, I want to make sure that I keep that. That'll be my first priority. But hopefully someday I'll get that freeze dryer. So that's what I wanted to come in and say, and I'm just like, I'm hoping that you guys, your day, even if you're working and you're now getting ready for your lunch or you're taking a break, that you step out. Go outside. I don't know if you got rain last night, but we got tons of rain. The grass is a carpet of green and clover. I had to be very careful because I come out barefoot into the gazebo, and there were bees everywhere at the clover. So, and we got a lot of clover when I'm not mowing. So I have to be careful going back in, or I'll have little bee stings all over the place. So I'm excited to share what God has done on the overnight, making all the herbs come to life. And to remind you, just because you have these herbs on your patio or in your kitchen or wherever you have them, don't forget to prune them back so that you get more. And some herbs actually overwinter. So do what you can there. And every bit that you get, be thankful. And I'll tell you, when somebody gave me some zucchini, and not those baseball-sized zucchini, I was so excited because my zucchini's not coming up for some reason, so I'm going to replant them and see what happens. And I do have okra, though. I've never had okra, so that'll be interesting. So I'm just kind of excited about the new things that are happening in the garden. I have some onions that are coming along, and lots of green tomatoes, so we'll see what happens. I mean, we're still towards the end of July, and I've been picking red tomatoes, so I'm hoping to make, today, I hope to make a fermented tomato sauce. There's no cooking, no canning, none of that, and it's just something that I ferment for 2 to 3, maybe 4 days, and then I have a spaghetti squash that I will open up because that's the type of pasta I prefer. And I will create a dinner with my fermented tomatoes with some spaghetti sauce. So keep an eye out for those videos on how I do that. So I hope that you have a fabulous day. Enjoy this beautiful weather, and make sure you get some herbs into your day. And if nothing else, consider trying the herbal tea that I do with thyme and oregano. It is great. It has many medicinal properties, and I won't go into the long list of it because all I wanted to do is touch base, share a few things, and let you know that I'm just thankful for today, and I hope you are as well. Have a great day, and God bless.